What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another Electric Live. And we have a legend in the house. I'm talking about all the way from North Carolina, holding it down on the road. One of the hardest working men in the EUC business. We have Mr. James Hung in the house, everybody.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us. And we have Mr. Green, Master Mike, always holding it down in the trenches. And how's everyone doing this Friday?
Good. Coming in from a night ride, and it's been a good ride. We start at 7, and then we end around this time, anyways.
Awesome. So, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Everyone tuning in. You can be doing something else on Friday, but you are spending your time with us. So we appreciate y'all. And if you can do one thing, just hit that like button, and we're going to get the stream underway. We got E. Simon. Good day, E. Simon. Thank you for joining us, and everyone else who has joined in. And we're just going to get this thing underway. So, James, I'm going to kick off the first question, and we're going to start very basic. We're going to work our way up. How did you get into riding EUCs?
So, funny enough, I got into EUCs really early. I bought my first wheel back in 2016 when they used to be called mono wheels. They were from China, and they were just rinky dink. I bought it from eBay for $300.
Cool.
And I rode that for it went no faster than 12 miles per hour and no further than 5 miles. It was a small battery. You can still find them today, called mono wheels. They were just fun toys at the time. I popped the tire on it, and then I didn't know how to fix it, so I ended up selling it. Going through college itself, I went to e-boards because I wanted a one wheel, but at the time when one wheels were around 2018, they were $1,800. And as a college kid, I didn't have $1,800 to be sparing like that. So then I ended up going the e-board route, and I made an e-board for $400, and I rode that all through college.
That is awesome.
Getting out of college itself,
so you got electrical experience, huh?
Give or take. It was a kit. It was a kit called Onboard. That was the company that I bought it from, and all you had to do was provide a deck, and then just put the whole thing together like a kit. It was a really easy kit.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
It was also during a time when they just started doing hubless, beltless motors. So every e-board at the time was I forgot what the big company was that started out that everyone bought from. It was Meepo, and then this one really big company that went under, and I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, that's the one that Casey Neistat used to ride.
Yeah. So I used to love watching Casey, and he had it. They went under, unfortunately, and I wanted to buy one of their boards, but they were asking just as much as what the one wheels were.
Yeah.
And this small company called On Wheel at the time were making kits for $400. I was like, that's it. I'll buy that instead.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot the name of the board.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can see it too. It had the orange wheels on it, and I can't remember the name of the board, man.
But it got me to and from my car and then to my campus building, so that was good. And then graduating and whatnot, in 2020, I was like, all right, I don't see myself riding this thing, and I end up selling it. And at the time, One Wheel just came out with the Pint. It has been a year later, so Facebook Marketplace had a bunch of them for cheap. I think when they first came out, they were $1,200, and then eventually everyone was selling them online for $7. So I bought my first one wheel at $700 from this dude that didn't want to ride no more. And trickling on that, I live in the city in Charlotte, so it was good to get around the city and commute and just kind of mosey around. But then I felt weird just riding by myself all the time. And eventually I stumbled on Facebook, and I found the One Wheel Charlotte community. And funny enough, I found them at the moment where everyone was just discovering one wheels. I saw nobody riding, and then I saw everybody riding. And I was one of the first, maybe 10 members, man. We had such a small community. We went from just maybe 4 guys who started it, and it just got bigger. We had a big group ride.
What's the size now?
Yeah, I'm sorry? The size now of the group? So that's the funny thing. So,
yeah, it's pretty
so
big now.
I'll get to. It's went from big and then now small, because there was a moment right between I guess the middle of COVID or whatever it was, where everyone kind of diverged. That's when the EUC moment happened, and it happened with everybody. It wasn't just us. We started seeing different cities, because I traveled to different cities to do rides, Miami, New York, and out in LA. I used to travel before all the time because I used to do like cosplays and conventions. I used to work them, and I just kind of knew the scene. So just going to different cities was like a normal
That is cool.
every day. And then so going and meeting this group, and then eventually getting along, kind of getting involved with it. And it was great. We had from like almost 10 to almost 200, and it got really like out of hand at moments because we're trying to like do group rides, but we're just like a big group of people trying to get to a small city. So that's how the story went from there. Give or take a couple of years into that, I ended up buying a GT. So I went from a Pint to a GT. The GT wasn't giving me enough range at one point, and I just wanted to keep going further and further. I had the hypercharger, I had everything just to like keep myself going. So then everyone was like showing up with EUCs now. I met a guy who you guys might know him. He's in New York. He used to be with this guy named August Hill.
Oh, is it Paul Eagle?
It was Paul Eagle. Paul used to live in New York, and he moved to North Carolina. Yeah, so Paul came to one of the group rides midway through our whole involvement, and I was like, holy shit. He had the Monster Pro at the time, and I was like, I haven't seen one of these in so long. I didn't think people still rode these or made them this big. And I tried his, and I was like, I still got it because I still like felt it from the toy I had years ago, and I was like, this is pretty crazy. So he was here for a while. He led a few groups, and they were going crazy with that, and I was like, I'm gonna stick with the one wheel, see how it goes. And eventually I was like, dang, this guy seems like they're having a lot of fun. A few years later, I found a guy who had a pretty nice OG Sherman, so I ended up buying an OG Sherman as my first like go-to wheel. Before then, I had bought a new RS19 and a new InMotion V11 like everybody does, and I tried both, and I was like, these just don't feel it for me. And everyone kept talking mad talk about the Leapercam, so I was like, I'll give them a shot. And I loved it, man. The 3600 watt and like getting 100 miles. I did a range test on it. I got like, I think 93 miles at the max before I got down to 12%. And I was like, this is it. And then we started doing bigger and bigger rides. I was at first the only guy doing like long distance rides. And then I eventually met Brandon, and then he started doing the long rides with me. And eventually when the group diverged out, because I felt bad that whenever I would meet on the Sundays that we usually would meet, that the one wheels would join us, but then they don't go as fast as us and they don't go as far. So I didn't want to stop as much. I didn't want to like lose them. So I felt really guilty of that. So eventually after that happened, I actually created the CLT EUC group here in Charlotte. So that's my crew. That's my crew now that I do on Sundays, where they come meet, we organize rides, we take people around the city. If you ride EUCs, and try to like just show you the city and just show you like, if you want to do a city ride, I'll do a city ride. If you want to kill your battery, I'll kill your battery.
I have to go, man.
It just kept getting expanding.
What I would want.
Yeah, right. So we would start going all the events. Like we go to Stokebird now, meet all the Miami guys. We go to Groundings. I've been going to Groundings for like 3 years now, and then all the DC guys out there are awesome. The New York crew, those guys are insane. Like I blow lights in DC with them. I was trying to keep up with like the night rides, but the New York guys, dude, they don't care for traffic. If a car is coming, they will avoid it. And I had to just like keep up on it, because eventually after I got the Sherman, I bought a Patton. So the OG Patton. Funny story about that is that my family originally is from Taiwan. And I didn't know how big EUC was like outside the US. So I met the crew that was actually in Taiwan. And the great thing about that is that they were a group of guys that had contact with the guys from China for Leapercam. And they got the links about 2 months earlier than the US got them. So I got to try and test links out before anybody was even getting it here in the US. And I'm not a heavy dude, and I had to like test it because I test every wheel to see what my max range is at. I tested both links there at the time through some mountain rides and long distance rides I did, and also a Patton. And from there on, I only noticed that there was only like a 10% difference on range. But there was like $1,000 difference on price. So I ended up buying a Patton from a guy on Facebook, used, that he didn't want to ride no more, from Delaware, and shipped it to me with a whole Grizzly set and everything. And I've been riding that for like the longest time, until eventually I bought my first brand new wheel, which is now my Sherman L. That's like the wheel I go by, my street wheel and everything else. And my Patton now has the the Golden Boy on it, so I use that for trails
Okay.
or every Friday ride because I'm not trying to go long distance crazy.
Gotcha. Wow, dude.
So you're a
that's
Leaper Kim guy, huh?
I'm unfortunately a Leapercam fanboy. And
Yeah,
not
They're good
not to hate on
Have you
not
tried
not
any
to hate on
Bagode wheels
Bagode.
at all?
I tried every Bagode actually. I'm not a hater of Bagode itself. I'm a person that's like reliability and longevity wise. But I
Yeah.
see Bagode as like the high potential for racing. Bagode has racing category like to a T, and I respect them for that because the people that ride those things ride it the hell out of them. Leapercam try, but they're not meant to be not meant for racing. They can be if you're if you're a rider that can do that, but for the most part, I see Leapercam as like the longevity, reliability, and safety, which is what I wanted.
That's a good analogy. No, it is the way to
Well,
look at it.
well, a lot of those the Spain guys, they took the links and they put that 90/90 tire on it and did the little, I think the kit. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
With the
Is it like-
spacers and everything.
Does it make is it like a bigger diameter tire?
Yeah. Yep. Guys.
Yeah,
1
it's a
second
bigger
here.
diameter tire, and then
I think I saw that. Yeah.
something to do with the shock too.
Okay.
I think
That sounds crazy.
Linnea, I think that's his name.
Oh,
he did something like that, and I think Zen Lee actually mentioned it on his video that if they did that to their Lynxes out here, they probably would have more of a racing, chance.
They're just gonna have to have a showdown.
Because
dude.
I think that's what a lot
Yeah.
of guys have been using, but it's just
I haven't noticed.
like you said, they're not racing wheels.
It's like the same with like whenever people went from the EX30 and they swapped out the C38 for the C40.
Wheel, it would have to be a Leaper Kim.
I mean, from everybody because we also do these rides now. If you ever come to like North Carolina, I'll take you on this. Where we call it mountain rides. So luckily for us, only an hour and a half or 2 hours away is the Blue Ridge Mountains. And at first, Brandon was the one that got me onto it because he lived closer to.
Hey, we lost you.
Doing
James.
that now, we kind of know the mountain. Oh,
okay. You're
sorry,
fine
I got
now.
a phone call and
Okay,
I'm using
you're
the phone.
good now. You're good now.
But boosted board. I see the guy saying that now.
Yeah.
There you go. Boosted.
Thanks, Eastside.
But yeah,
real quick. Let's give a quick shout out. Wilson Hobbies, thanks for joining us. Mason, thanks for joining in. Fresh Bones, Anakin, Quinn. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And we got James Hung here. He's holding it down, giving us his history on EUCs. And brother, let's keep on rolling.
So leaving off where
mountain rides.
You're
talking so mountain rides.
Fresh Bones is saying.
Hold on. Yeah, we're going to get to that in 1 second.
We can answer it if we need to.
Sorry.
Okay. So going on mountain rides. So we would
mountain rides.
So we would do these mountain rides where they're almost like there's about a charge, give or take 30 miles between areas. Now that we have the long range wheels, I try to like gauge people whenever they meet up with us to see what the rides are going to be like. So I try to see who can go far, who can like go fast. And we used to like take it really slow. Like I think the first time I did the mountain ride, I did on my patent and I drained it down to like 4%. And that was only going like 30 miles. But the thing is you're climbing 6,000 elevation. So the mountains were really like draining out batteries. And now in the L, I can go 60 miles, no care. Like it really just eliminated the whole like range anxiety.
Range anxiety. Yeah. Dude.
Have
And
you tried the Oryx yet, James?
I have not. I was hoping to try somebody soon, but then no one had gotten one. We actually have 3 riders right now who had them on order. They said the boat just got here and then the order should be coming to them within about a few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so boat just got docked on that. So I'm excited for them. They ordered it. It's here. It's coming. So we're gonna try it. But the thing is, like, I have the L now, and I get the power and then the charging and everything. But then to give up my L and then only get about 10% more range, I don't see the benefit of it. Plus, I'm not that tall of a dude, and it seems kind of big. I know, wheel fun. Yeah, I live in a place where I have to carry my L up the stairs. That's already daunting enough to if I got to do 130, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah. If you have the L, I rode the Oryx. In my opinion, is if you have the L, I don't see why. Again, I know people are like, "What?" To me, the L was more than enough. More than enough.
If I didn't buy the L, I wouldn't care to spend the extra $500 to buy the Oryx. If I never bought that wheel.
Right.
I mean, how tall are you, first of all?
I'm 6'1".
So that's the thing. People don't understand. Like when you buy, like, you see these big wheels. Yeah. So when you see like big wheels, like a Master Pro or like an Oryx or like an ET Max, like these wheels are like meant to be like good wheels for everybody. But if you're a tall dude, it is the wheel meant for you. So anybody who ever like asks me like, what wheel should I get? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? I try to like just categorize what the best option is for them.
Exactly.
Perfect advice, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect advice.
Because I'm a small guy. I'm 5'7" and I weigh like 125 pounds.
Say that,
so.
James. Hardly anybody says that anymore.
Yeah, because everyone always likes to divert wheels to like the most cheap, the cheapest wheel, or like the most common.
It's like, why?
Yeah, and I tried 18 Max. I'm like, it's a good wheel, but it's so high up that I can't lean because I like to lean a lot and carve whenever I ride.
Okay, if you were to say beginner wheel, what would be your beginner wheel that you would recommend to a new rider? If you're right now, the wheels that are out there right now.
Patent S.
You only got one choice. I'm gonna go with the Arrow.
Arrow's good too. Only thing with Arrow is that diameter wheel is small. People have this tendency to where they pick up the wheel really easily. They like to go fast, and then going fast in the Arrow, we've had a few guys where it's like you don't have enough range, or it gets kind of squirrely. New rider.
We're talking about a new rider, James.
I can get on the.
Hey, never even set foot on one of these things.
I can get on board with that. I can agree with that.
The first
Then if that's the case, then I agree with that. Then the Arrow is a really good wheel. I haven't seen any bad things about it. And I've seen like 5 people that have it.
Well, I got one, and I love it.
Because it's still relatively cheap.
But I love my Master V4 more.
The V4 for the Master is great. At all the Masters of people that I've known, because I remember when they first started coming out, and people were having. That's what made me kind of like dislike the Go, just the way they were built and like how it was. But then when the V4 was around, I was riding with my buddy for that. It actually like changed my opinion on the Masters. That V4 was well built. It was like the perfect one before they made the X-Way. But then that one was like
I've hit 60 with it, dude.
Good, damn, that's wild.
I've hit 60.
Like GPS or wheel
62 miles per hour, yeah.
Dang, that's
GPS,
crazy.
And I went flying at 61.5 off the wheel. I had a cutout.
That's crazy.
I still yet to even touch like close to 60.
I think the whole thing. I replaced it though.
I think it's like most fastest I've gone was like 52, and that was like by accident because I was trying to chase down the Miami guys because they dude, Miami is flat and they have a lot of open roads that, like at certain hours where there's just like nobody, and then they just go. Like they just do not give a fuck, man. They fly.
Just full sending, huh?
Yeah, they just full sending, and then you try to catch them.
That place, man.
Yeah, I believe it, man. Dude, I would say Florida.
Crazy though. Yeah.
No. I was just gonna say, like, out of everywhere I've ridden, Florida has like the best areas for where I've gotten the most range on my L. I think I went down to like I did like 60 miles, and I somehow still had 60%. I was like, damn,
wow, that's crazy.
Makes a big difference, huh?
It makes a huge difference compared to like here because we have hills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so we have Mason says I had an OG Sherman and upgraded to an OG Patton. It's been my favorite wheel of all time. Leaper Kim rock.
You did the same thing I did, man. That's what I did.
Leaper Kims were awesome. North Carolina. Oh, he's talking about the rides. North Carolina, super fun rides.
Come out to the rides, man. CLT. We meet every Sunday, give or take, but the weather's good. Someone just got to lead.
Nice. I think I said, what's up, Anakin? If I didn't, I think I said, what's up to you? He's talking about North Carolina, great group rides down there. I didn't know you guys rolled down there like that, man. Okay.
And man, people show up all the time, and then we get like here and there. But it's the East Coast, bro. The East Coast, we just love riding.
That is awesome. Fresh Bones is saying 2 of the Coffee One racers use links and have no trouble keeping up with Begode.
Hey, that's good, man. I don't watch many races, unfortunately, but I do know some of the racers itself because I met some of the guys.
Keeping up, Bones.
I met some of the guys at like Electric Expo and like some of the New York races because I got one friend from Raleigh who does races right now. He's had to go to
Okay.
TEF1 this coming October, so keep an eye out for that.
Okay. Ultra Supreme, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the stream. He's saying,
Hey, Bones said keeping up. He didn't say win though. He didn't say they're not winning with it though, Bones, right? You said keeping up. I don't.
They're keeping up.
I don't see you saying it's winning though.
I see.
Keeping up.
I do know Joe Oasis. He's part of the Raleigh crew. I actually was riding with them last Sunday or last Saturday. I took them on the mountain ride that I created, and they wanted to follow at first, but I was like, I'm in town. I'm back in town. I'll lead it.
Cool.
There you go.
Anakin saying he's one of the
That's
first,
good stuff,
if not
man.
the first, to conquer.
Sounds like you're having a lot of
Mitchell.
fun, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the mountain we would stop at. We could stop at Mount Mitchell and then go to Asheville. Fun fact about that: we were actually there doing that route a week prior to Helene hitting it. So after we did that route, had a great weekend, whatnot. That Wednesday happened, and then the hurricane destroyed that entire side of the mountain.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then a month later, me and Brandon went up there because we know the routes pretty well, and then just saw like the carnage of all the trees falling. We found a hole in like the side of a mountain that we had to go around. It was just like, but it's fixed now. So the great thing is, they actually opened part of the Blue Ridge of that area back to Mount Mitchell from Asheville. So that section is now open for the public. So if you are in the area, go give them some visitation, go give them some tourism because that city needs it. It's a great city. It's got a lot of art, a lot of history. Please support the people in Asheville.
I'm glad you said that. And I think, because it's like now, that's one thing I do want to ask you. Give me one quick second here. Ben, what's happening? Yeah. And Ben's saying he's looking forward to North Carolina hosting the EUC group ride. And James, if you ever go to Pittsburgh and ride, look up Ben. Ben.
All right, man. I'll check.
Yeah, Ben. Awesome host, man, when it comes to ride. Yeah.
Ben's the man.
I never actually ridden in Pittsburgh. I've always passed it because I used to date a girl from Jersey. So I used to just pass these cities and never say, "You from Jersey?"
Yeah. Well, I'm from Pittsburgh, but I live in Jersey.
Oh, dude, what part?
I live in North Arlington. I'm not far from MetLife Stadium.
Okay.
Stadium. East Rutherford. Not far from East Rutherford.
The girl who I used to date, she used to live in Long Branch. So Long Branch and Edison area.
I know exactly where that is. I know where that is. Yeah, man. But Pittsburgh's a great place to ride.
Hey,
really
I heard.
So if New Yorkers are New Yorkers, are Jersey New Jerseyans?
I don't even know what they call it, Jersey, man.
I
spend more time in New York.
Sometimes they say I'm from New York.
That's it.
Are New Jersey New Jerseyans?
No, just say you're from New York, man.
Just say you're from New York, man.
I spend most of
my
time.
Yeah, but you can't do that. That's like that. You can't do that.
Hey, man, it's
that's perpetrating right there, man.
That's just
That's just how
where you stay at?
That's like someone from LA saying they're from San Francisco. I'm from the Bay. And I moved down to Mexico because I got remarried. Yeah, I moved down.
Oh, man, congrats.
Yeah, and I moved down here I got remarried with a Mexican lady from Mexico. She's really good cook, and she's more traditional. Let's just say that. But
it's a riding scene out there pretty nice.
I work in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking
so you
crazy.
Commute?
No, it's not. No, I mean it's crazy. Like, yeah. No, well, what I do is, I work in San Diego and I cross to Mexico and live in Mexico, but I work in San Diego. Yeah, I'm a pipe fitter of 30 years already. So, yeah, I just go pipe fit my life away, little by little.
Yeah, man, whatever makes that bread.
I like.
Facts. I think he might have froze for a second. Awesome. He'll be back. I
know there's like a slight. Oh, I was gonna say I know there's like a slight delay with his sometimes.
Yeah, he's out of Mexico right now, so his internet gets a little bit squirrely sometimes. Anakin is saying they do group rides there all the time. We broke the seal.
Yeah, come on, ride, Anakin.
Rico, what's happening? Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
talking about the Arrow. Yeah, Mason, we're gonna have to get you on to talk about the Arrow, Mason.
Funny enough, I actually saw a guy selling an Arrow not too long ago on Facebook Marketplace. I thought about buying it, but I was like, the patent is holding me out right now. If I end up selling the patent, maybe I'll buy that. It just seems like it's fun to carry around. I want like I always wanted like one of the M10s. Everyone always had an M10, and it just seemed like a fun like Friday night wheel to ride.
Just something it's like quick to pick up, as Cobra would say, a nice grab and go wheel, you know.
Yeah.
Well, let me get this real quick. One's only. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
Okay. So Quinn saying I would be interested to see some e-bikes designed to fit EUC motors. Oh, I see what he's saying.
If you look, there's a company. Well, I guess Float Wheel or Float Life made it, where they took a one wheel and they put it into a bike. So if they can do that, then I don't see why not.
Exactly. Yeah. He said Q. Okay, Q won a race on the links. What's up, kitty?
This is Zelda. This is my cat.
Zelda, that's a cool name.
She's just an old lady. She just wants to hang out.
All right, dude. So what we're going to ask you, James, we're going to filter over.
Yeah.
How did you? Well, How did you come up with the idea that you want to ride across the United States, dude?
So it was talked about once me and Brandon started doing the mountain rides, and we started noticing that because we used to just take groups up there, but then we realized we would do rides just me and him. We just hang out and we would just do the rides, and just notice that we both are like the only guys in North Carolina that actually like doing long range. Even when it came to like going to different cities, every time somebody wanted to continue their group ride in a different city we're at, we're like, yeah, I'm down for it. Let's go. Like I didn't even care because even though I was on a patent, I had a Pidzu or a Roger charger at the time, and so I could just charge up, and everyone's already charging anyways. And then I just kept going. But then with the L now, I'm just going all the time. Like I think I did both the e-wheels challenges, which at the time he had one going on. I think it ended just recently, but then EUC World Challenge, but it's partnered with e-wheels, where the last year challenge was see how many miles you can complete in 16 hours. And the prize was either a Master V3 or $1,000. I didn't win. Roger won.
He did.
He ended up making that Frankenstein of a Master Pro.
It was like a Greyhound bus with batteries, dude.
It was both him and Don, and they made that thing. I was like, of course they made something insane because they have all the overhaul to do that. But I tried my best doing it on my OG Sherman in the beginning, and I got 214 miles on that one.
Wow.
And I was on the leaderboard for a while because no one either knew about the challenge or just like wasn't ready to do it to post yet. And then I eventually bought a patent later down the road, and I was like, you know what? This is a better wheel. It has suspension. I'm gonna try it again. I got 230 miles on that one, but I forgot to post it up and get my name on the board again because I got knocked down to like 7th place after people started realizing this challenge. And yeah, it's an endurance for the most part, but I was like, it wasn't too bad after I did the rides and everything. Hey, he's back.
He's back. Wow, that's still a lot of miles.
Yeah.
And so for your ride when you were prepping for, well, how did you prep? How did you, Brandon, prep? I know because like psychologically, you got to get yourself ready.
So that part I wasn't really thinking about because I thought it was just gonna be in my mindset at the time. I was excited to do it, and then it was just like, hey, we're gonna go like a long distance, and it's gonna be day to day. You're gonna cover maybe 100 to 150 to maybe 200 at max for a ride. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And we mapped it out. The way we mapped it in the beginning was to follow the Trans-America route. We just wanted to follow something that cyclists have done, and it's been like true and tested. Like everyone's done this route was made back in like the 80s, and we just thought it was like a good idea. And it was because I kept looking, and we would hit towns, we hit charging, and then so all we had to do after discovering that was just trying to find out like how to take off time for work. I'm an architect by trade, so I work for a small firm, and luckily, like my boss is amazing, and he let me take off 2 months, which I thought was insane.
Wow,
to do this.
That's cool.
And luckily enough, I don't even think you need 2 months because right now Brandon's about to hit Cali and hopefully before 30 days. But besides that, so we did it, and a year later passed, and I asked about maybe 2 months ago prior to like actually telling him, because I just had a whole bunch of stuff that year to like prep up to like me telling my boss, hey, I might be gone for 2 months. Are you okay with that? And then so we started. It starts from Yorktown, Virginia, and in the original Transamerica, it takes you all the way to Portland, Oregon. And I had to divert it at one point because I was because eventually people were saying like, hey, there's an event going on in October. It's called TEF1. It's a racing event. And I was like, that'd be a perfect area to like stop, because our main destination in the end was already San Francisco. I'm sorry, Sacramento, because Brandon's family lives in Sacramento. So he's going out there with a mission to see family. And I was going to stay with him. And then I had a buddy who also lived out there. I was going to try to meet up with to stay with for a little bit as well. And then eventually go to TEF1. And I'm not doing that anymore, unfortunately. But beginning with the trip, we started in Virginia, and then all the way out into like almost the 6th day. I got about 5 days. I don't know what was going on with me at the time, but like, I guess it's something with homesickness, and the reality kind of hit me. And I was just like not feeling it. And it wasn't that I didn't want to give up. I had like multiple days where I was like, all right, I got to push through. I got to do this. I can't just drop it. We prepped for this, and it just became like taxing at the end. The day to day, the unknowing, because when we were doing the routes, we were noticing that it's becoming harder and harder to find charging in certain areas, especially with 2 people. I think I'm still willing to try it again, but I think I might do it solo, just because I've noticed that it's a little trickier when you have 2 different wheels and you got to manage speeds and everything with 2 other people, and then also just like mapping everything out and this and that. I didn't feel like what we mapped out was relatively meant for us. It's meant for cycling, because cyclists don't need a charge; they could just go forever. Right. Their only downside is the endurance. The endurance was never an issue. Like we would cover 150, 200 miles, 150 every other day, and I'd be fine, just sitting, riding, just enjoying the views. Going to the mountains of Virginia and Kentucky was like almost going through the same mountains we did in North Carolina, like because we're passing through the Blue Ridge, both Appalachia and Appalachian. And then at the end, and when it got to the 6th day, Brandon's wheel died on him, which, surprising enough, Jason at eWheel is awesome for you guys to like send him aboard a day later. Like we were in that hotel. I
saw that, dude. I saw that.
And we were debating, and I was like, do I go home or do I like stay and keep doing this? And he's like, I'm going to stay, because he was debating as well, because it sucked that his wheel died and he was trying to figure that out. But they got him fixed up. And then I was homesick. I have other things here at my home that I'm trying to deal with now that needs to be fixed. And like that whole thing was also part of like the stress of like what's going on at home. Are they doing the thing that needs to be done, or this and that? And I'm just trying to get like that out of the way and get the stress out of that way. And then I think after that happens, I'm going to try again, because right now Brandon's kind of being my test dummy to like see if he makes it all the way, which we knew he can make it, because before us, there were 4 people prior that did this trip. One person from South Carolina, his name is Luke. He did an interview with Alien Ride, so it's on YouTube. If you guys, he did it maybe a year or 2 ago, but he was an OG. Oh my God, he did it on an OG EXN, and he was a veteran, and he stood the entire time. Wow. Only thing that sucks is that but he also went the southern route, which is a shorter distance. It's about 3,000 miles, where the Transamerica is about 4,200 for give or take. We went the longest route for ours, but then he was a trooper, man. He did that whole southern route, went on like highway roads, like busy roads, local roads, everything. But he did the whole thing standing, gear on. He did it as like a challenge for himself to be like, because he was a veteran at I forgot what he stationed or what he did in the service, but he wanted this to be the challenge of like getting through, and then also spreading awareness for I think men's health and veterancy itself. And then fast forward, the thing I would say about his that sucked was he didn't document enough, and he only put stories on Instagram, so it never got enough coverage besides the interview from Alien Ride. So I'll still tell people day and night, like he was the guy that did it, and he did it like the best out of all of us with the way that he did it. Because today, now with the other 3 people that did it, it was all new wheels, suspension, and like comfortability. Like 2 other guys, I think from West Coast, I forgot where they were from. came west to east.
Mhm.
And then one recent person this year, his name was Steve. I actually spoke to him on the phone a few times because he really helped us a lot on figuring out how to get from like Colorado to Cali in the best way. He had a little trouble. He's also an older gentleman, which was insane. He's like 60, I think 60 years old, and he did it himself from the West Coast and the Bay Area all the way to DC by himself.
That's something else, man. That's
Took him 40
incredible.
Took him 40 days, and I commend him for that, for at least for his age. He said he had some hiccups, but then at the same time, like he also wrote a blog. I can't remember what the blog's name was. I think it was the Successful Failure, and he posted on the EUC on the Facebook group. So if you find his name's Steve something with an M, I forgot his last name, but he wrote a blog, and the blog is very detailed. Since he's an older gentleman, he's like, writing was my best suit. I don't really do videos, and unfortunately, most people nowadays don't really read format. They only like to watch things.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
but we read his blog, and it was detailed. It was informative. He did it on a Sherman L. He literally bought it from E-Wheels, took it out of the box, moseyed around for a week, and then took it off on the road.
What? And just jumped.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He just jumped on and did it, and he was really encouraging because he was like, "I did it, so you can do it." I was like, "Yeah." So
something.
I don't remember what the two guys prior to him were riding, but I know for him, like he did it on a new, I think it was a V3 Sherman L, and it's pretty insane.
That's incredible. But Captain Sendin, thank you for coming to the stream. Primo, what's happening, brother? We got Primo's asking, where's Zelda?
Zelda's right there.
I have a question.
I can get. You see her on? You see her on the bed?
Just chilling right there.
He's hanging out.
We're going to get back to more you riding across the states here. Isami saying, my mate cut a low battery out of Master at 50 while riding 2 meters away from me. It was crazy to see. The wheel bounced far down the road. It was bent up, but rideable. Okay, and he kept going. Good golly, man. And Annika said, I almost got killed by a tree during a hurricane. Bro, a tree fell onto the Ethan's house and almost landed on my head 4 feet away. I'd be dead. Wow.
I'm assuming he lives in Nashville or close to it.
That's crazy. You see, it blew through the roof and landed 4 feet away from my head. Yeah, that'd be no joke, man.
I'm glad he's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Made
they
it
were out of
through,
power
brother.
and gas for a while.
Captain Send It, what's up? Primo, what's going on? And Annika saying the first ride on EUC across the country was from Massachusetts.
I didn't know about that story.
Sherman. Wow.
So there has been a list of people that done it. It's just documentation was kind of like not widely spread on it. That was one of the goals I was really trying. Brandon's doing it now with his day-to-day. So we were both doing day-to-days, and then hopefully I was trying to film a documentary at the same time on another camera that I had. So we do like roll-bys and just like tell stories and this and that, meet people.
Gotcha.
And it's basically, where my story ends, but then his is still going on. So if you still want to keep seeing good content and how he's traveling across and where he is, follow just rolling B, _B, and he's about to make it to. I think he's going into Utah soon, or he's halfway through Colorado.
Yeah, dude. First of all, don't be hard on yourself. You got to give yourself some credit, dude. That was a lot of miles you rode. I don't even like driving that many miles in a car, let alone being on the EUC.
In the end, I think I covered about 700 miles before I threw in the towel.
What would you say? I mean, as far as dealing with the weather, road conditions, how was it dealing with? Did you guys get did law enforcement stop you guys any times when you're on the road, or?
So that's the one thing people always scared about because it happened to other people before. Where I don't know what it is with like the West Coast itself, because I've seen most people have issues with law enforcement. Here in the East Coast, they do not care. Oh my God, North Carolina cops are so chill. Even in Virginia, super chill. All they want to do is stop you, ask questions, and let you be on your merry way.
Wow.
I haven't rode. I haven't met many people from like the West Coast where they always say they got issues with here and there, but then again at the same time, I don't think it's them having the problem. It's the Sauron kids that make it seem like a bad image, and just they think we're the same as them.
Yeah.
That's from my perspective. I'm not saying that's
No,
no true.
I
It
get
just
what you're saying.
it just seems that way.
I get what you're saying. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good, man.
But
like,
everyone's nice. I never had any cops mad. Everyone's super nice. Even though we got to like really deep parts of the mountains, everybody out there was just super nice. I haven't met a single bad person. The only time I met like one, I would say like male Karen was like we were on a greenway because Virginia has a really nice greenway that takes you all the way from the beach into the city of Richmond. And the roads that we were on, the GPS was directing us. It was just only on this greenway, and we were trying to be respectful. We know how greenways are, and we just try to avoid people the best we can, let them know we're coming by, and then just make sure we have enough space. But this dude, like, he just stopped us in the middle, like he went from like going our direction, and then turning his bike to block us, and be like, "Hey, you can't ride here on those." I'm like, all right, like no, nothing. He's like, oh, you're just gonna keep running. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna stop because I don't know why you decided. I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to just get in front of me.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not.
But
You're not the cops. I'm not stopping for you. That's it.
Yeah, you get those sometimes, but that's just people on their high horse. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
But we try to be as respectful as we can when it comes to greenways, because I know there's kids, there's just cyclists, people having a good time. You're not trying to like ruin their day.
Exactly.
Yeah. One's only is Brandon riding back to the East Coast as well? How is he?
So that I don't know. I know he's trying to get there first to see family and hopefully go to TEF1 if he makes it there in time. But then he hasn't really discussed. I asked him that a few times. He's like, I don't know, because the thing with him was like I took 2 months off work. He actually quit his job. He was already going to quit his job to begin with because he was getting tired of it. But then so he had the unlimited freedom. I had the limited freedom.
Mad dedication there. I quit my job.
Yeah, right. It's great because he had there's people out there writing newspaper articles. He passed by a couple of articles, or a couple of news areas where they wrote an article for him in the paper, and also did an article online. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the Great Bend or something. So
that
people are talking
cool,
to him, and he's sharing his story, which is nice.
That's awesome. And I think this is the type of what you guys did is what we need. You know, you're passing through, you're being respectful, and just putting a good name out there for, I think, this PEVs in general, because right now when you turn on the news, it's just like, what the frick is going on, man? You know, they want to ban this and ban that, and I'm just like, that was the one. So I'm a social media guy, and we live in a society now where social media is everywhere. You can't escape it. Those 5 days I was writing and not trying to focus on my phone besides when I post, it was the most freeing 5 days I've ever had, where everything didn't matter. The world never stops. Everybody lives their life how it is, and just the news is there, yes, but that's only if you listen. Sure, there are important things that you need to keep up with, but you shouldn't let that like divert your life and be scared of the world. Because everyone we met, they were like, oh, how do you think about doing that? That's kind of a crazy thing. It's just, life is experienced once. You can try it out and see how you feel about it, and just go for it. The fear or the failure is never beginning at all, and thinking that you can stay in this box and stay there.
I like that. You need to write that shit down, James. That's some good stuff.
That's good stuff.
I traveled the world. I tried my best, even from a kid, to see the world from a different perspective of like not always just thinking that everyone is trying to get you. Everybody has a motive to try to like take you out. Everybody is willing to help as long as you're willing to ask and be nice. Just be nice. Nobody wants to be anybody that's mean. No one wants to be anybody that's gonna put them down, because that's all the people think that it's happening, because you see like videos or just this that. Everyone has like a tunnel vision of that. But there are people like this. There's a lot more people than people think that like actually see the world outside of what they only just see from the TV.
And that's another thing. I think we've said it, Mikey, on his channel. Just get out and freaking ride, man. That's it. Right, man. This ride. When I go out, I'm like, I don't really worry about much of anything. It's just let me just go out and have some fun, and that's my music. Yeah, right. So Ben is asking, what is a greenway? We don't have that term in PA.
So Greenway is just a paved area that goes through like parks and towns. So they're like the safety areas for people to walk or ride bicycles on.
Like the
So
bike
yeah, the bike.
trails.
Yeah, it's strictly for walkers and bikes, and it just helps you either cut through major areas where there's high traffic, or just takes you through like nature areas. Which really cool to bring that up. There was a path that we also decide that we might take, but the only thing is it's only 60% done. It's called the Great American Rail Trail, and it's a rail trail that connects all the way from Washington D.C. to Washington. I'm sorry, to I think Seattle in Oregon, Seattle and Washington. So it's supposed to stretch that entire northern side. The only problem is up from like east here to Washington, going I think to Montana, it's not complete, and it's supposed to be a fully paved greenway that anybody
Wow.
can ride that can take you all the way across the United States.
So are they gonna
That'd be
finish
nice.
it, or they just left it unfinished?
No, they're finishing it. It's kind of like a city to city thing. How the U.S. works, where it's like they have to
Do you
fund it
know like when
themselves.
it'll be done, James?
They had an aim for 2026 because they started it during COVID, and COVID really halted a lot of the work for it. But I know that a bunch of it is already completed because I actually have friends who would go to like Pennsylvania and they say, "Oh yeah, I ride that all the time." Because it's not a consistent greenway. It's like a greenway within every town or city, and then eventually gets you on the road a little bit. You have to ride maybe some sidewalks here and there, bike paths, but it gets you back on to the next greenway that continues it on. There's a whole map about it. You can read it online. It's
I'll
just
look it
the
up.
great so the Great American Rail Trail. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Great American Rail Trail. I know they have a trail that goes from like Maine all the way down to Florida. I don't know if they finished that thing either. It's supposed to be some long freaking trail too, man. Yeah,
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, you can look that one up. It's getting crazy, but in a good way. I think they need to make more trails like that for PEVs and bikes and stuff.
There's
I
one
wonder
other
who's
one
got the
near
best
here.
trails in the world, man, like that. Those Greenway trails. I wonder who's got the best in the world like that. Would you
I
know,
think
James?
I think New York has a good one. There's a guy who I know from New York. He just did one that was pretty fun. It took about 6 days. His name is Dat Short.
Josh Shorts,
Yeah.
baby.
That Short, man.
Yeah,
That is
dude.
cool.
He went the Empire State Trail and he rode it all the way up to
Yep.
Niagara Falls. Yeah.
It took him 6 days. It was a great adventure for him, and I was asking him questions like how because the great thing, he showed me the website that he's following where it shows you all the free campsites that you can get or paid campsites, and I honestly after seeing that I want to do it because I never seen Niagara Falls, and I was like that's a fun ride.
Dude, that would be
Niagara
fun,
Falls is
man.
beautiful, bro.
That
Is it? I
would
believe-
be
I-
fun.
Yeah, it's breathtaking, bro. Just the sound of the fucking water. I'm like, it's kind of a little scary too. You know?
Yeah. And if you want, man, keep going because now you got like all the Toronto riders. So I know like Shira's out there. I would try to go visit her because all the Toronto riders, man, they're great guys. We're a good group.
East Simon saying PVs get a lot of bad press because the car industry feels threatened and have lobbyists to push the anti-PV agenda by pressuring media. I believe that. I do. And I think they're trying to find a way to dig their hand down in our pocket to make us pay something to ride, whatever it is, some type of fee or registration or something like that. But yeah, man.
Down.
I agree.
Because unfortunately, we go like faster than 45, and then they see that. So that when we used to like pass like law officers and whatnot, we would try to slow it down just because like because we're considered e-bikes, like class 2 e-bikes, but we're going way faster than 30 for what that class is assuming. But everybody I pass are always like, you got tags for those? Because we also rode the Tail of the Dragon, so that's one of our biggest attractions here.
Man.
We did that prior to doing cross country. So me, Brandon, our friend Kia, which you guys might have seen him before his Instagram went away. The White Rabbit or the Catch the White Rabbit.
I don't think
he always wears like a bunny hat, and he's always riding around.
Okay, I know you're talking about that.
But unfortunately, his Instagram got knocked out. He got banned from Instagram for some reason. We can't figure it out. And another guy from Raleigh, our friend Sneer. So 4 of us. We even got an article written about us for doing this. But yeah, we went early in the morning, tailed the dragon. We just did all the curves before any cars came. Luckily, the photographers were out there, so they took some photos of us. Everyone had a good time. So we pretty much got to the end and got back, finished right before all the supercars and all the motorcycles came by. And then people love asking questions. They're like, "You got tags for those? You got lights on it? Like, how fast they go?" And this and that.
Yeah, dude, that's always the first thing to ask is how fast do they go? And sometimes I'm just like, look, dude, cat 28, 25.
That's what made me make these, man. I just give people coins now. Like, so every time someone tells me anything, I just hand them these, like these. So these are the coins I made for. Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's
Like
awesome.
And you can scan the back of the codes and everything. It tells you, like, it takes you all the sites, all the history, where you buy them, who we are. Because every time I did a mountain ride, like they were just the questions. I'm like, all right, you give them the speech. I don't want to give them the speech this time.
Yeah. I know, like now, it's just like around my neighborhood, man. I just ride. Someone say something, I normally don't even stop. I give them the thumbs up, and I just keep on moving, man. Just keep moving.
You can't fight the world, man.
If I'm on a stoplight, if they come up to me, I'll talk to them. Because like the thing was, like every time they only ask if we were in the mountain rides, we would stop at like a lookout, and then it's mainly old people. Old people love to figure out what this is. They're like, "What is this? Oh, how do you keep up?" I would hurt myself on that. We know. We hear people say that all the time. And I tell them, like, it's like a motorcycle. It's hard to get going in the beginning, but once you get going, like you're kind of, it's just like doing its whole thing. I'm not doing anything. This is literally moving itself.
Oh, they're saying his content was wholesome. Instagram is ran by the it's pure.
Hey, it is, bro.
We don't know what happened. He didn't do nothing bad. He had no profanity, nothing that broke the guidelines, and then we just don't know what he did. And then funny enough, he actually had a second backup account, and they banned that one too recently. We don't know what happened.
Bro, I don't even go on Instagram anymore.
I use it for I go on just to post and watch Reels now. I got away from TikTok to go on Reels for some reason.
Yeah, TikTok was getting bad. But no, I mean, sometimes when you go on Instagram, like shit that you're not even looking up just pops up, and it's out there, dude. And you're like, what the hell is this?
Where did this come from?
Yeah, like I don't want to see this shit. Like, oh man.
He puts all his content. I'm sorry. He puts all his content now on YouTube. So if you want to find his content, it's now on YouTube.
What is it?
I think it's still Follow the White Rabbit.
Okay. I'll look him up after I get off.
There you go, guys.
Stan, welcome to the stream. And yes, Panda would love that track. Yeah, Panda puts on some miles, dude. Panda, he rides. He's a mega.
I never met Panda.
Yeah, I remember when I went to the groundings the first time. He rode from Boston down to DC, did the groundings, and turned around and went and rode right back up to Boston. I was like, good golly, man.
I remember talking to him. Yeah, he was on the Franken wheel at the time.
Yeah, remember?
It was a Master Pro with like a C30 or something, like I think it was a C40 motor on it, but it gave him extra range.
That big seat he has on it. Yeah.
I dude had a whole gear on there. The dude was great, man. He was great to talk to. And yeah, he said he started from Wednesday and he got there on Friday.
Yeah.
So that actually inspired us as well. Whenever we heard that he did that, I was like, oh my god, you can do it. You gotta try it. Not from Boston to DC, but it's just like the mindset of like just going far.
I want to ride for like a month solid.
Yeah.
But I you know what I think the way to do it, I think it's kind of a little bit cheating, but then I don't. I think somebody needs to get a badass RV and have like 3 wheels, 2 charging while they're driving. Let the guy just ride behind it. Hey, when you catch up to the RV, that's your hotel room. Unless you want to grab another wheel and keep on going.
That would be
and I think you could do some kind of marathon like that, but it would have to get like, somebody would have to be making sure that they're not fucking getting on the RV and maybe doing a 100-mile stretch on the RV. But I think that's the way to do it, man, is have like 3-4 wheels, have a guy, and see who can ride the furthest without stopping. Like, you stop to switch wheels, you got 2 minutes to switch. You got 5 minutes to take a shit and piss. You know what I mean? It's like, and I want to see somebody go for like 48 hours straight or something. You know, something crazy,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah.
That's a new challenge, James.
Oh
It's
my
a lot
goodness,
shorter than
48
the
hours?
across the country.
dude.
Yeah,
How long can you go without stopping?
that's
I mean,
crazy.
16 hours was very daunting because I started at like 2 a.m. and I ended at like 11, give or take. But
Wow.
Oh shit!
maybe I'll do 24 hours. That's actually not a bad ride. 24 hours sounds like a pretty fun ride.
I gotta
But
get
no,
my mileage up.
They don't do a 24-hour ride for groundings. They do an all-nighter ride. So if you ever go to DC groundings, they've started making it better. The first year they did it, it was kind of messy because they lost a lot of people. But the second year, this year they did it, fantastic. More people ended it. It's called the all-nighter ride. It's run by I think it's run by Frey or Ivan. I forgot who it is now.
Mhm.
But they do the whole loop where it's almost from starts in DC, goes up to Maryland, and then comes back down to Virginia, back into DC.
Wow.
It's all it's so close. I think
That's
in
right.
total, I think in total is only like 70 miles, give or take. But they go
That's-
fast. So
That's it. Yeah, I know they used to call like G mobbing. You know, they call it G mob rides.
Yeah.
And gas is flying, dude. Oh my
'Cause,
goodness.
because like EUC is out there, and he flies on that
Moving.
EX30, man.
Jay,
moving.
he's so fucking.
Jay's wild, man.
We got AUC Chronicles. Flip is in the house. What's happening, Flip? Welcome, bro.
What's
Hey,
good?
Flip in here?
Yeah, Flip is in here. What's up, man?
Where's he been, man?
Dude, he just got a wicked e-bike, man.
I know. You told me. I'm like,
That
hey,
thing
Uncle.
was nice. Very nice. East Simon saying EVs did a great video just recently answering all those questions that randoms
did.
ask us. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that, Ryan.
It was-
Yeah,
Oh,
It was
I
with
don't think I've
Gabe,
seen that
right?
video yet.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good video, man. I mean, even my old lady seen it, and I explained it to her because she doesn't speak very much English, but I try to lace her up on stuff. But I was telling her what he was saying, and I was watching, and I was like, wow, man. See, we need more stuff like that. That was a good video.
I need to watch this video. I don't think I've seen this one yet.
Yeah, I checked it. That was good.
Yeah, it's like kind of like an introduction to unicycles and
Mm-hmm.
all the things that they ask us and stuff like that. And it's like the one thing he talked about was like, I think he says like, because he's funny, you know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
think on one part they're like, you ever get the question, how fast does it go?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how fast your car go? You know, and it's like,
Right.
and I like that, you know, because it's the truth. Like if
It's
you get
so
like
true.
in a car, the speedometer goes to 150, 140, right? And I know
Yeah.
cars got a governor, but you know, back in the days they didn't have fucking governors, and you
Mhm.
give it till that fucking engine pop. And
Yeah.
and now I'm like, okay, well, it's good to have that extra
Headroom.
speed, even though you don't use it, because I don't want to cut out at 62 miles per hour no more, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
It
Right.
would have been nice if it wouldn't cut out.
Ben is
I
saying
think
an EUC cannonball. That would be fun. Cannonball.
That's what the Steve guy that did it on the Sherman L was talking about. It's like, has anybody done like a fast one? But then some of the comments was like, I don't think many people have even done cross country in general enough to
Yeah.
do that. I don't think we even hit like double digits on people that have done it for the most part. Because I thought me and Brandon were gonna be like the fifth and sixth person that ever do it. He's gonna be the fifth person for now sixth. Now I know that another guy from Massachusetts did it.
We
Uh,
need
Albert.
we need more people doing
Albert.
it, man.
What's happening, brother? Welcome to the stream. And you pretty much answered this, but I think he just came
Yeah.
and was asking, why did you start riding across the state?
I'll recap. I had like bad homesickness, and I just felt like out of mindset to do the route that we were doing. So then I just end up calling it in a sense. I'm not giving up fully. I will try it again, but I'm trying to get it to a better part of my life where I am trying to fix some things first and get some important things out of the way and go. I'll try it again. I'm still young,
Yeah.
so
That's the attitude. You are. You're
Heck
a
yeah,
baby
dude.
still. How old are you, dude? Like what? 25?
I'm 32.
Dude, you look so young, man.
Yeah, you're still young, dude.
It's
Yeah.
the Asian blood, man. I'll look at this forever
Do you
until
look like
bro,
that when you're
keeping you
60,
young.
bro?
yeah. Until
I'm
you're 60 and
50,
it
dude.
hits you like a brick.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, don't say that.
Nah,
See,
you'll
I
be
see. I wouldn't.
fine.
I wouldn't expect 50 for you as well. I would have expected like maybe at most like. I thought you were probably close to my age, honestly.
For me?
Yeah,
Nah, dude, I'm
you know,
I'm 50. And
they
Sensei's
don't show it, man.
80. Does he look
Nah,
80?
I'm not 80. I'm 53. I'm 53.
Dude, I
Hey,
don't see
man,
it
you
either.
know?
That's good.
Age is just
You
a
don't got
number,
enough.
dude.
Y'all don't got enough gray. That's the thing. You guys still got color, which is great.
Yeah. And then I just go bald, so I don't have to worry
That's
about
it,
that.
man. Aerodynamic. Me too.
Yeah. Well, I like this because of the helmets, bro. Bro, this is the way to be when you're wearing a helmet, bro. It's just slides right in, you
You're
know,
good to go.
and you're set.
I have too much hair, and especially the thing with Asian hair is thick hair. So it's like I hate it when I let it grow out. I gotta get this
Dude,
thing
that's a
cut like
good
every
thing, man. That's a good thing.
every other like month. I gotta get this thing cut, and it's just like, it's
Nah, I
it's
got
it's a
tired
blessing
of
and a
it.
curse.
I got you. I
It
got you.
is. It is a blessing. You're right. I miss it, but I don't miss having to deal with it.
Yeah,
Anakin's saying White Rabbit probably had many young followers. Him being banned says a lot about politics and how they view EUCs. Makes you wonder. I don't even know, dude.
I don't know if honestly.
Instagram, yeah, I don't even know about life, but Instagram is just weird.
It's just Facebook. Because people get their Facebook banned all the time, and we don't know why. It just happens. Like I've had multiple people just randomly had their account. That's why I recently I've paid the money, unfortunately, to like get the check mark. I'm probably gonna take it off, but I did it as like a safety measure, so that way Facebook won't target me and be like, hey, get out of here, kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense.
Because for most people, Facebook's their life. Because I don't post on Facebook much anymore. Besides, like if I were to show my parents content, old people use Facebook, and my mom loves it. So it's like the best way for me to show her what's going on in my life, and sometimes posting things, it's on Facebook. Like I do it on Instagram. She's like, I don't get Instagram. I'm like, all right, that's fair. And luckily, Instagram, when I post on Instagram, it goes straight to Facebook, so you can show all your friends.
Facts. And we're saying
Someone
tomorrow
did it.
he's going to do an 80-mile ride.
What about
with
on
a buddy.
YouTube? Did you do anything on
Have
YouTube,
fun.
James?
I did. I posted the same things I posted on Instagram on YouTube. I don't really do much
What's your
YouTube just because
channel?
that my channel it's just my my Instagram handle, which is jhung000.
Okay.
Okay, so that way we could look you up, man.
Yeah, I'll put that all
Yeah,
in the
super
link
simple.
in the description. Albert, have fun
Thank
on
you,
your
thank you.
ride, bro.
Yeah, man, enjoy that ride. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah, Albert, you're doing 80 miles, man.
Yeah, 8 miles is a good day.
What are you riding? What are you riding, Albert? The P6?
Albert, we need to send a P6 to Jersey,
Hey,
man.
and then look, I was just gonna say something, right? So ABS, I don't know when that P6 is coming out, but I don't think anyone should race a wheel that's not available to the public.
Oh
So-
boy, he hitting the
Yeah,
hitting the
that's not
hornet's
like-
nest
that's
with a
not even
broomstick,
right,
bro.
bro.
Wait, somebody racing the P6 already, or
No,
allegedly?
No, but they might, because when I was talking with or texting with Albert, I think he mentioned the 11th, maybe, but I
Mhm.
don't know. And the race is on the 12th, and I'm like, damn it, dude. If I don't know, man. If they get in there with that P6, I know Brian and Max doing 80 miles per hour. There's no one gonna be able to keep up with them, dude.
Those guys gonna be rolling on that thing.
So we had one discussion with my group about the P6. So, Emotion, they like to do everything with software and like have two different wheels, like a high torque or a high speed. Do you think with the P6 itself, they will make one that's for racing and then one that's for long range? Because that's the one thing with Emotion they don't really focus on is long range. They had the V13, but even with that, it sucks on range. We've had so many
Range is-
V13s with
yeah.
us. It's just
Let's go to
the
settings
motor's
and
just
put race mode.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, do they do one wheel with the race mode or long distance mode, or do you do two wheels like
I
the
never got
V12?
I
What?
never got that. Because if you look at this when you're doing your settings on EUC World or in Motion, whatever the app,
Yeah.
it has, like, even though it's a high torque, it says racing mode. If you go to the high speed, it says racing mode.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, like, to me, I kind of agree with you, man. They need to just separate it and not even
have two
have
wheels.
that, Yeah.
Yeah, because
My
they did it for the
thing-
V12, so where it's like where's a high torque and there's a high speed. So why not do that?
I know. I miss my V12. I still got it.
My thing
submarined
with
it.
the P6 from watching the video, I'm not saying you can't race with it, but that thing's kind of heavy, isn't it? It's going to be a
I
heavy
know. I
wheel.
keep saying sluggish.
Yeah. Mhm.
I think the high speed is up there, but I don't think it's as zippy as some of the other wheels that it's going to race.
Mm.
I compare it to almost how like
I don't know. I think the Blitz Pro is probably the one I would choose right now. The Blitz
Okay.
Pro
for racing,
or the X-Way, one of those two maybe. But
have you guys
because
tried the
race
like
wheel,
like?
what I'm hearing from Zen Lee, the race wheel has a little bit of issues. You know,
really?
you got to
Okay.
mess with it a little bit. Yeah, that
Yeah.
wheel they put on it is so fucking tight in that wheel well, if you want to call it a wheel well.
It's not much room in there, dude.
Yeah,
It's not.
there's no
There's
room,
not much
dude.
room in that thing.
Ah.
It's a weird design they did for that, and same thing goes for like the Panther itself. Like I don't know, Bergo just has like these weird design like quirks that they do, but then I don't know if it's like beneficial or it's like something for like the reason why they went the way they do. I mean, it looks good for the most part. I just don't like how it's all plastic, and it's like if you crash it once, it's kind of like a done for thing for that. Rob had it. The guy from Cali who rides with Marty, he had it, and he sold his. He said he just did not like it.
Wow.
I don't know Marty's opinion. I think Marty kind of liked it after you rode. It's like a great riding wheel. It's just it has its like downfalls in certain areas. Is what he said.
Wow. Primo is saying, as the great R. Kelly used to say, age ain't nothing but a number. Wait. Okay, I'll dude.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
He's young too. What was Primo, like 40 years old, 38?
Yeah, Primo's young.
He's
But
young.
Gold is, I don't know, man. I think with Begode, they just need to work the quality a little bit more. I mean, for the price that you're paying, and you're getting a lot of plastic. So if you dump the wheel one time with like no protection on that thing, you're going to have a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
That's the problem, you know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I haven't really crashed any of my Leapercon wheels, but like, I crashed the Patton a few times, and that thing still like holds up for the most part. I remember crashing the OG, and that like the roll cage saved it. Like I crashed at groundings. I hit like one of those concrete barriers that divides the bike lane and the road by accident. I was just not paying attention, but I didn't fall. I actually ran it out, but my wheel just went tumbling, and it still worked. I was like, damn, this thing's still going.
Yeah, OG Sherman was a freaking tank, dude.
It was. I mean, that's why they're all named tanks, man. They're just built that way. But then that's what it is. But then Pagoda stuff, they have like I remember trying the X-Way when it first came out. I tried the 176 or I think it was the 176 Volt there because Lem had it, and that thing was fun. We took it on their track they did, and I barely leaned into it and it just launched me.
Wow. Willie Brady, what's happening, bro? He's in here too. We got all the legends coming up in the crib here.
Yeah, you see Journey's in here, dude.
Yeah, I wrecked my links out, Cobra's rally, dude. I come barreling out of the tunnel. Willie Brady knows exactly what I'm talking about. Came through this tunnel, and I come out the other side, man, and I just hit the sand. And it was like I drank 2 cases of beer, man. I'm just wobbling, coming out, and the wheel just hooks left, man. And I came off the wheel, and it crashed into like this pile of dirt and sand. That was it, man. Just picked the wheel up and jumped on and kept on going. If I would have been Begode, dude, I would have had to carry it home in a paper bag, dude. Yeah.
Dang. I think the last bad cutout I saw was with Brandon because he on the original Master Pro that he's riding now, he had a cutout in New York going to Electric Expo. Like we saw a bunch of like people testing out electric cars, and then one was like the Cybertruck because it just came out. We're like, oh yeah, chase it. Not realizing he is 1 at 43%. 2, he did this thing where he pushes down his front and pulls his back, so he just leans into it, and then all I hear is yeah, oh no, and he just hits it on the ground, and his Begode went like tumbling, like went up maybe like 5 feet, and then shot out to the right 20 feet to like the sidewalk.
That's
and
crazy.
It was just rims gone, body's gone. He luckily got all new parts for it and fixed it up. I was like, dang, it didn't look like you crashed this thing.
Wow. When did you go to the expo? Was that last year?
Yep, last October. We went for a race. Were you there?
Dude, I probably saw you there. I didn't even know who you are. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, we weren't hanging around much of the expo. I was doing the whole New York ride because, like I said, when I was dating a girl from Jersey itself, I used to walk and go around New York all the time, and I've only ever seen 20% of New York walking. And for some reason, every time I walked, it always rained. But when I had the patent there, oh my God, I covered all of New York,
Oh,
all the way from the
dang.
bottom of the financial district, all the way to the top of the
You were
Bronx,
loving it,
everywhere.
huh?
Dude, I
That's
was
the
hitting
best
all the
way,
spots.
man. That's the
And
best way to see New York is on an EUC or an e-bike. Yeah.
because I also forgot, New York is only like speed limit is 30 miles
It's
per hour, not
it's
20,
not even
25.
that
Right?
now, dude. It's
Yeah.
20 now.
I got to a point where I stopped worrying about the cars because the cars are aware. It was the city bikes. The city bike guys are just fucking flying. I was riding, and then I was like, this dude next to me on a city bike was flying at 30 as well. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, the cars in New York, they're like so aware where people are. It's the messengers, the delivery guys and the city bikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they cut. And I was like, damn, I guess I'm following this dude because he knows all the best routes. I'm just like going and everywhere. And yeah,
Yeah.
we covered all New York, all the best spots in like literally one day. And then we had an extra like couple days. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna keep moseying around.
Yeah, dude, that's the best way to see. I call them messengers. I'm old school, but I mean the delivery guys on the bikes.
Yeah.
East Simon is starting to come together. I guess Captain Senate for his ride across Australia. Sponsors are getting keen and spoke to the news crew about interviews. Nice, man.
Nice.
Keep us posted.
I think I heard about that. Some guys in Australia is doing that.
Simon said, I think in motion finally released the P6 to the public, they will throttle. I was thinking that too. I think they're going to throttle that top speed, dude. I really do. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they're going to do.
I mean, it's the same thing with it's the same thing like when Brian tested the Panther. He was with the devs for Bugode, and they took the limiter off because they want to see how fast you can actually push it. And before it got to like a high spike. But then, when they released it to the public, they had to put. It's like buying a car. Back then, you didn't have limiters because no one cared. Today, they care, so you have to put limiters.
They're going to have to limit that thing. I mean, you get to a certain point, hitting 80 miles an hour on a public road, dude. I mean, that's not. You can't. Not saying you can't, but I'm saying you should. You shouldn't, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's time we start getting some rights, man. We got to get some freaking rights. It's just gonna get to the point where, what are they gonna take all the unicycles, all the e-bikes?
Nah, dude.
We got to start figuring out. There has to be some kind of somebody in the legislation where they make a law where we can insure these things. And I don't know when that'll happen, but it's got to happen. Maybe if we get Donald Trump to ride a fucking unicycle.
Dude, people just keep freaking riding. That's all we do. Just keep riding.
I'm riding a unicycle. I'm gonna ride it.
Just keep riding, everybody. That's it, man.
Just keep riding, man. Hey man, if they just leave me alone, then I'm straight for it. I don't care for the laws itself. Don't worry. If I gotta register something like this, it just feels like it's like gonna make the sport not fun.
Yep. I don't think we should. I don't think we should have to register unicycle or an e-bike.
But there are ways
because if someone hits you, you're like, give me your insurance. Insurance changed it out. Fuck, I get a new unicycle. I get to go to the hospital. Boom, boom. Right now they're like, well, I'm not paying for that. Fuck that thing. You know what I mean? Who was it?
So if you know,
almost beat up the other day by somebody in New York. Where they tested the fucking driver, and then the guy's like, really, motherfucker? And he got out, and he was going to take the dude's fucking unicycle. Who the hell was that?
That's David Jensen.
Well, it wasn't Jansen. Jansen, I guess, was there, but it wasn't. I know who it was. I'm just not.
Was it not? I thought it was him. He was on his
It wasn't Jansen. Nah, it wasn't Jansen. It wasn't. I know it was. I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Whoever he was, right? Like to me, like he started some shit he couldn't end. But then at the same time, they're both wrong, bro. They're both wrong, dude.
Dude, but the thing is, if you take the unicycle out of the picture, right? I walk to work and I see this crap every day.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Drivers going at it and wrecking into the back of each other. Yeah, dude, you see it every day in New York. So that is nothing new. The only difference was it was a unicycle and a car. One day it might be two vans or a car or a bike. And You see it every day in New York, man. That's just
Apparently
how it is.
that guy, the driver, was like being an ass about it, but then like he knocked his mirror, like any motorcycle. My only thing about the whole video is why did he just turn around on that one-way street in New York and
Yeah,
it's not
bounce
going
the other
straight?
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went straight from a road that a guy can follow, and he knocked him off his wheel into the sidewalk, which sucked. But at the same time, like,
Yeah, dude,
damn,
that sucks.
I never knew
That
why he
could've
didn't just
ended
hop
up
the sidewalk,
worse.
turn around.
That
Yeah.
could have ended up worse. Like if he would have hit him and he would have went under his car. You
Yeah,
never
see,
know,
that's,
man.
I'm always like, hey, you're a car, you're so big, I'm just gonna turn around. You can't
That's
turn around
why
that fast.
I think we need insurances and all that because we need to have rights, man. Be like, hey, I'm on the fucking road. Go around me. You know, they're like,
Yeah.
get your shit out the way. They're like,
Mhm.
especially here in Mexico, it's bad, bro.
Well,
You
if
get
they,
these guys to start veering you off, dude. So you gotta let them go.
Dang.
Yeah.
my UC journey was happening. Yoro, welcome to the stream, bro. Thanks for joining
Bro.
us. Captain Senna's still here. Willie Brady is saying that the X-Way is pretty bulletproof now.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good wheel, man. I
That's
don't hear
the
many
wheel.
bad things about it anymore. It's a solid wheel.
Well, I mean,
Torquey,
Matt loves
too.
it. He's got
It's
both of them.
Torquey, man. I know Willie Brady let me ride his at the rally, man. That thing I didn't get to go full, but you can feel that thing has some power in it, man.
Was it the 168 or 134 volt?
I believe
'Cause-
I want to say the 168. Correct me if I'm wrong, Willie Brady, but I think it was the 168.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
one,
that's
bro.
what I think. I could be wrong though, but it felt good, man. Donald Trump on a unicycle.
You like that, right? I mean,
Dude,
Yeah,
that would
so
make
he would-
sense, dude. That's how we got to do it. Look. Remember what happened in DC, right? I guess one of the guys from the White House got beat the fuck up. So then he's like, you know what? Fuck this. We're cleaning the streets. So all we gotta do is get him on our side. Be like, hey, man, you know, hook us up. And I say, oh, hey, fucking unicycles have more rights than cars. Okay.
Dude, think about this. You just touched on something. They just had the DC groundings, right? They had all those, the National Guard down there and everything, and they didn't mess with the unicycles or anybody down there, did they? They're not worried about them.
They were chill, man.
Alright.
I had friends showing me those guys. I'm like, I guess everyone asked questions. They're just interested. But then I was surprised enough because I thought there was gonna be a problem with the National Guard being there, but honestly, no. Because they do that whole big thing where they circle the Washington Monument. And I get it. People are always there on scooters and doing the same thing, but I just feel like it's a lot of us. It really like freaks people out. They're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then now like people are always like,
They didn't say anything to you guys, right? When you were riding? No.
I wasn't there this year, but last year, like for a few times, like they never care. It just they think it's more interesting than anything else.
Yeah. And Willie Brady says it too. I think they can't stop us all. No, they can't, dude.
They can't, bro.
No.
They can't. Oh,
No,
he
they
said
can't.
it was the 134 volt, dude.
That was still quick. That thing still had some
Yeah.
punch to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Yancey's a
what
cool
I'm
dude.
going to ABS with a
Yancey's a
134
cool dude.
volt Master V4.
That's all you do. That thing is still
I mean,
that thing is
it's my
fast.
first time, and at that, dude, this shit didn't go right. So, look, I'll just tell you guys really quick what happened to me, right? So, my Master V4, I burnt the damn motherboard, so I'm on my third motherboard, okay? The first one got ruined because that 62 mile per hour fucking whatever. Second one I did. So I'm on the third one. But that was $500, dude. And then before that, I was like, well, fuck, I need a wheel right now to go to work every day, right? So I was like, what can I get that's small, that it's not going to weigh a lot? So I got the Arrow, and I paid $1,900 for that. So then,
Nice.
no, not really. Wait till the story finishes.
Oh, man.
So then, all of a sudden, the Goat and Leaper Kim go at it, right? And like it goes like, here's the Panther, everybody, $5,000. Everybody's like, oh, fucking long range, let's get it. And Leaper Kim says, oh, really? Well, here's the Oryx. And so then the Goat's like, oh, you're gonna fuck my sales up? Well, here's the fucking race for like $2,200 and a fucking C8 for $1,200 and a Blitz Pro for $1,800. Like they did that. You can go on their website. The Blitz Pro is $1,800 right now. Like they did that. So
Wow.
the Arrow, if I would have had a choices of the Blitz Pro or the race wheel, I wouldn't have got the Arrow. I'm not a rich guy, so that's why I'm kind of exaggerating my pain. But yeah, so yeah, I would have got the fucking Blitz Pro for cheaper than I got the fucking Arrow, and I love the Arrow. I love it. I do. But now I gotta wait for next year. So next year, I don't know. I'm hoping I can get in with the guys and they can give me maybe some inside shit so that next year when I go, I'm able to actually compete and maybe win. Shit, I can win if you all fucking fall. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. I'll take it. I'll be taking it. But
a win's a win.
Yeah, a win's a win, man.
Ricardo, what's happening, brother? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you coming in.
So the whole thing with the Go website, I was eventually thinking that like it's because the tariffs are happening, so they're gonna eventually have a point. Because eWheels has mentioned it to me before, where it's like they're kind of still working with the community. They're not trying to kind of like price us in a sense. They still want to provide the best service and provide the best price for what we can get. But there's going to be a point where we're going to hit these tariffs, and then it's going to be a problem to where it's not going to be as cheap as it used to be. But then that's the thing with Pagoda itself. I think they're still trying to just get rid of their overhaul and all their stock to make new wheels before all this like goes down. Because I saw the sales; they're crazy. Like I got a buddy who just bought a Master Pro V3 for like $1,900 on their site.
Yeah,
that's insane, dude.
I forgot.
So I'm
That's insane.
Yeah, so I'm really sorry. I believe I see your point, but I'm also believing that it's because of those that they're trying to just get rid of their stuff as quick. But then people will buy because of like, hey, you don't want to pay 4,000, pay 19.
Okay, I would agree to a certain degree, but then the race wheel, that's a new motor.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new motor. All that stuff on that thing is. Or do you think it's stuff that they have in stock? They're like, fuck it, put it all together.
Yeah, it's like there's still masters. Yeah, there's still masters out there, and they gotta get rid of that, like, because no one cares for the master anymore. But then you have all this stuff laying around. Yeah, so it's like, what are you gonna do? But then you're like, say you're one of the customers. I don't know anybody new. I don't know anybody new now that wants a master, even though like I can pitch it to them. But I was like, do people really want the masters with all these new ones coming out? Because we're like what 4 generations into like all the new wheels, and Pagoda just never stopped making wheels, man.
Look, I gotta defend the Master, James. Check this out.
That's fun.
And so when the Master V4 came out, right? They had the X-Way, they had the Blitz, and the Master V4. All 3 134 bolts. All 3 were pretty much close to being the same damn thing, dude. Okay,
they were.
So the Master had the most aftermarket parts, pads, pedals, shocks, fucking brackets, all of that, fairing plates, seats, everything. They have so much shit for that wheel. I don't think there's any other wheel that there's more shit for. So I think it goes like, well, fuck, these things are only $2,000 and they can fix them. They can fix them. They can fucking swap parts between each other. Fuck, how do we do it? Fuck it. We're going to make the Blitz Pro. Guess what? The seat's its own seat, and the pedals, you can't either swap the pedals no more. Fuck that. So I have a feeling that was part of the plot, like to get us not to have the accessibility of the stuff we need. Because if we have stuff that we need, guess what? Now we're not buying shit because we're happy with what we got and we keep it running, right?
Yeah.
So I see that as a small little, I don't know. What do you think, James?
That's what I always tell people, man. If you're looking to buy a Pagoda, you're buying the Honda Civic with wheels. Like a Honda Civic, you can buy a shit box if you want, but if you push it, you can push it. If you build it, you can build it. But that's the thing. Libracam's like buying like a Lambo. You bought a Lambo. There you go. Now you're riding the Lambo. Kind of deal. It's expensive.
Like
it's flashy.
I'll say it's more like a Porsche than a Lambo.
Sure. You bought it. It's pretty
fast.
Yeah. You don't do much to it. It's literally a Porsche and it's that. And unless you want to do much to it, you want to put a whole Liberty Walk on it, fuck it. But at the same time, like, you don't have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I got the links, man. I love that freaking thing.
I say Pagoda's like a Ferrari, okay, because of the speed. But shit breaks is fucking like, you know. But what would you consider in motion? If Porsche and Ferrari are taking, what do you consider motion?
The motion is like a Toyota. Everyone can get it. It's easy. It's the one thing with the motion.
Toyota's have the highest resale value, dude. There's no fucking way you're gonna get what you pay for.
Dude,
Fucking emotion,
so when it,
dude.
when it comes to resale, no. But I say it's matter of convenience because that's the thing that Emotion is good at. They're
Matter of
convenient to buy.
convenience.
You can buy them from anywhere.
I
Amazon,
was,
Best
I'll say
Buy.
more like a Volkswagen. That's what I was gonna
But,
say.
but Volkswagens aren't that like common in a sense. I mean, they're common, but at the same time, it's like you're not gonna like I'm gonna go buy a Volkswagen in a sense. Like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I was going with.
Stan is
But it's like-
asking.
it's like a Toyota. It's like Toyota's cheap, so it's always my first car. Like, what was your first car? I mean, Volkswagen is most people's first cars too, but then I feel like I've heard more Toyotas or like Hondas than anything else. Sometimes.
My
I had a
first
cheap.
car.
Volkswagen. Actually, I had a 1966 Volkswagen Bug. Was my
Dude.
first car.
Dang,
I
Yeah.
had a
My first-
Suzuki freaking from my first car.
mine was a '94 Camry.
Oh, that's a
Camry,
good
but the
car.
Camrys, dude, you can
That
run
was
them
a
things
good
forever.
car.
Dude, that thing was
That's
dead to the ground. It had like almost 250,000 miles. I think we sold it to CarMax and it was like smoking and they said, the engine's fine. I'm like, not when we were driving it here, but okay.
Okay, you
Hey.
can take it.
You could take this thing.
Stan is asking or saying, with the tariffs and direct buys, will the dealers survive? I think the dealers will be fine.
I think some and some won't. I
Yeah.
really like e-wheels and alien rides and stuff, but I have a feeling that next gen, and I just bought my pads last night from Rob. I'm kind of scared for like next gen and Liam too. EUC Underground.
Yeah.
Because like
This,
they're not gonna be able to keep up with what's gonna happen, bro. It's just gonna get real stupid, dude. Especially with Bigot doing what they're doing, like selling to the public direct. They're not gonna be able to compete with that. They're not.
no.
I think they all need to get some kind of unity between Alien Rides, Next Gen, Liam, E-Wheels. I mean, you're all in the United States, all four of you. Get together and maybe get some more other. I might not even be mentioning because I probably don't know them all, but get some kind of union going together where we're like, you know what? If they want to be stupid, we're not buying that. None of us are fucking buying it. You know, and put the manufacturers, put a little pressure on them, like, oh shit, none of the American retailers want to buy our shit. And then what's going to happen then is they're going to have to flex a little bit for the retailers so that they can survive. But if they don't get together soon, only the big ones are going to survive.
Well, they're gonna. I
Yeah.
still think they need some. I mean, businesses come and businesses go, but I still think they need the dealers. I mean, look at Brandon with when his board blew out. This
Yeah.
thing, if he didn't have e-wheels,
Jason
he-
just like, boom, here you
yeah,
go.
right there, man. So you still need the dealers.
Well, the thing that sucks about that is like, well, not sucks, but E-Wheels has an overstock, so they do buy a huge amount to keep the stock, so that way they can keep providing. They happen to be the biggest dealer because they were the first that started out.
Right.
Rob and Lim, like for Underground, they're a smaller group of people that buy the wheels, keep them around their like area or whatever office they have, and they try to give the best price for it. Their biggest drivers are community. So community like us are the ones that keep them alive. As long as we're buying from them, which I don't mind to buy from because they do give me a deal. Like I would buy e-wheels if I was buying like a Bagos because I know there's parts that can be provided immediately. If I'm buying Libracam, Libracams aren't really known to like break down or have
Right.
issues. Besides, if you were to fuck it up yourself, then it does take a while to get parts. But I don't have that mindset in my head of I need parts later on, so I like to save a little bit to still go with Underground or next gen mobility. I mean, you forget there's also like EUC Deals, which is a Alien Ride sister.
Yeah, but
and I don't know how
but
Alien
you
Ride
don't
does
get
anymore.
no warranty. I mean, you get what, 6 months or whatever the hell it is.
Is that
But
site
look-
still up and running?
It's still going. Oh,
it is?
yeah, I
didn't know
forgot
that.
to mention those guys. Yeah,
I
but
didn't know
Yeah,
if they
so
were still-
I think they're still running, but they mostly only hold the gold wheels.
but
You
check
don't
this-
get so you get like a manufacturer warranties, yeah. But that's the thing. I don't
Look,
see
look.
myself if I
check this out, James. You know, I don't speak Chinese. I don't think Sen does. I don't know about you, but I don't speak Chinese. I'm not on Chinese time, right?
yeah.
Jason got Brandon that part in one day. Do you think Peter Bigot from Bigot's going to get Brandon that part in one day? Do you think
No, 'cause
Albert is
they're all
gonna
from
get
China.
Brandon that part in one day?
Absolutely
You
not.
know,
Yeah.
I don't even think Leaper Kim will get Brandon that part one day, but Jason did. Jason got it. So, like, yeah, maybe it costs a little more to go through Jason. I buy almost all my wheels from Jason. I've only bought one from Next Gen, but the reason I got it from Next Gen, I got a deal for it, but it was like he was the one that's gonna have it first, and I wanted to do it, and it didn't fucking work. I ended up getting it like a month after. But with Jason, I bought all my wheels. We're Rebel Riders, so we get a discount, and Senza sent the Rebel Rider too. But we get a discount, and there's no not just a discount. He waives the shipping. He gives us free shit all the time. I don't know about you, but he'll give me like inner tubes and fucking wrist guards, and he'll be like, "Here, try this, dude." I don't think any manufacturer is going to do that. So,
No, see, that's
to
the thing.
me, it protects the public a lot more to go through a retailer like eWheels than a manufacturer like Begode or the big guys, you know?
So you hear me wrong on that. So I never like. I support Jason fully. Jason actually sponsored us when we did the whole like cross country.
Yeah.
He gave us free parts in there. So I'm not saying don't go with Eagles. I'm saying that if you have the opportunity to save a few to get a wheel that you know isn't going to have an issue. Like my L, I bought it through Next Gen because I know it wasn't going to give me issues, and I know I'm not going to have any problems to where I need to send that thing back. I have a friend who bought a Master Pro from Next Gen Mobility, and it crapped out on it, and he had issues at the time when James was still around. Rest in peace. But then, like, he had struggled getting a part of motherboard from them for so long because the thing with them, they had to go through the manufacturer, get it from them, ship it in because they don't keep it overstock. The thing with Jason, they do keep it overstock. So, like I said, you're buying a wheel and know what you're buying into, and you know that you would possibly need something later on, get it through eWheels. eWheels, even if you don't know anything about wheels, buy it through eWheels because you have that safety. But if you're a guy in the community like I've been in this community for about 3 years, I know what I'm buying into, and I know what the headache could be and this and that. I'd like to save a few bucks and still give the dealers a good basically my business in a sense because I never bought from Rob before. So then after going through them, I don't mind them. They're doing a great job. But then, like I said, there is many people that you can go with. And it's all based on what you know and do the research on. And I support either one of those businesses itself, and it's just based on you in a sense.
I think I agree. If it's a Leaper Kim wheel, I think you're right because if it's a Begode, even though I love Begode, I mean I'm on my third motherboard. How many motherboards have you blew on your Al? You know what I mean? So I agree with it on what you're saying. If we took Leaper Kim out of the picture, though, it would be 100% go through retailers. I wouldn't go through manufacturer.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. So real quick, guys, we got Willie Brady saying the Master is one of his favorite wheels.
That's my favorite wheel.
And he's on the 134 volt X-Way wheel right now. Nice. Mike, he says your intensity is contagious. Yeah, sure is, man. Begode is like a time machine. Let's see if we can. My first car is a Volkswagen Beetle. I always like the Beetles for some reason, man. The older ones, not the new ones. The new ones are just garbage.
Yeah, you know why I got that? Because I was into lowriders, dude. And when I got that, I put Dayton's on it, dropped it, put a candy apple red on it.
Oh, you
I
did?
ended up selling it for like $6,500, and I was like 19 years old. So that's like 30 years ago, dude. Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fresh Bones, welcome back. Yeah, James. Yeah, James is awesome. James, I stand he'd be a good addition to the show.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, do you ride scooters at all?
Nah, I never touched the scooter. Brandon actually, funny enough, he was in the scooters way before EUCs. He started on the scooters first and then hopped into the EUC.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. I didn't like how big and clunky scooters were. My girlfriend rides a scooter, so she loves that. But then for the most part, like I just wanted something that was like compact and like easy to tote around.
Yeah,
I can throw the backseat of my car. Yeah.
Same way, man.
Yeah, I've gotten I had a V-Set 9 Plus, a V10, V-Set 10, and then I had the Motion Hill Climber. I've had a 9-bot G30. And I almost bought the G30 Max, the new one that came out. But I had scooters, and the reason I had them, you know what? and I got rid of the high performance, but right now I still have the hill climber, and it's because it's super waterproof, man. And like when you spend like what you spend on your Sherman L, I mean, do you really want to risk riding in the rain? If you do ride in the rain, because I do, like I ride in every fucking weather. I have to. So
I try to avoid the rain.
Yeah, me too, dude. I don't ride in the freaking rain.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I have to. But like I said, like when I know I gotta ride in the rain, I'll fucking use that hill climber scooter because I'm like, shit, this cost me $700 compared to 4,000 or 35.
Oh, of course.
That Master V4 in total is $3,600. That's what it cost me, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't ride that in the rain.
Because it's got all kinds of Clark patch shit on it, and you know, it's got bearing plates, and it's all race looking. It looks pretty cool.
Nice. I thought about getting my girlfriend the hill climber because she has a V-Set 9 now, so she rides that.
Okay.
That's a better one. But the hill climber, dude, I will tell you this about the hill climber. The hill climber really does what it says. It really keeps that speed going up at the same. And I when I first got it, I weighed 202, 205. I'm down. I'm losing weight for the race. I'm down to about 165 right now.
Oh, you slimmed down, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
You slimmed down.
Yeah. Well.
East Simon, he said here in Australia they have only 2 EC dealers, so they can charge top dollar without much competition. My riding group, just the bulk group buys. Okay.
So that would probably work better for Australia to deal with Big O straight, maybe. But here in the States,
dude, I
don't know.
Why would you want to ship all the way across there, dude? That's shipping.
No, I'm saying like if you're in Australia and you only have 2 EC dealers, right? Instead of going through them, you just order it from Big O from the website.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah. So they bulk buy from the manufacturers rather than dealing with those third parties.
Yeah, so I guess it works better in Australia that way.
Stan likes e-wheels. The actual quality control checks before receiving the wheel is next level.
Did you ever see Free Motion, James?
I did see Free Motion. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, did you ever see their fucking prices, dude? I was prices, and I'm like, they're Freak Motion. What the hell? Like,
so I actually bought from Free Motion, and I had a bad experience with them, man. They had the worst customer service I've ever seen for like a. So I bought my RS19 with them. Yeah, so I bought an RS19 with them, and I was like, this is not it, and I was like not feeling it. I was like, can I send it back? He's like, yeah, we'll do a restock for you and whatnot. And just like it took forever to get a label for it, and then like they were like really iffy about like sending money back and this and that. It was just like I didn't understand what the problem was and why it took forever to get in contact with anybody. This is what it was. It was just like almost a month of like just like wasted time.
It's bad. I knew a guy that was working for him. I can't mention his fucking name. You know him though. I'll just call him Designer. You know who I'm talking about. So he was working for him, fixing all their fucking wheels, and they were sending it to him. And I guess it got to the point where he couldn't do it anymore. It was just like enough's enough because he wasn't getting paid or some bullshit. And not just that, but with me, I tried to buy a wheel, and I was like the same experience you had. I couldn't get a fucking hole. I'm trying to buy a wheel. And I'm trying to figure out, hey, look, I was kind of new to the shit, dude. So I'm like, Free Motion, you know, maybe I should get it through them, you know? And no, man, it was bad. They're real bad. And I don't know if they're still in business. I think they're on Canada now.
Their site is still up, man. I just don't know.
Does it still work?
I don't know if it still works, though.
I'd rather get it from EUC Deals, dude.
We lost them.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I freshly like, I'll get all my wheels from Underground, Next Gen, all Big O, no problems at all.
No problems.
Well, Bones, you got to push it to the limits. Are you pushing it to the limits? And 2, yeah, you get them from Underground because Liam's a night rider with Raj and y'all, so you all hang around together. I seen him at the Intro to Speed a couple times. So if I seen a retailer, I probably would be like, hey, hook it up, dude.
Oh, his phone, dude. His phone might have kicked out. I wonder if his phone battery went out.
It might have.
Oh, no, he's here. Okay.
Is he back?
I was listening to my phone and it knocked me out.
Oh, I thought your battery went. I was like, no, maybe his battery died.
Oh, no, I got the thing hooked up to a power bank.
Cool. Well, we're going to start bringing it to a close, dude. We took you way over the limit, man. I feel bad. I want to keep you up for
damn, yeah. Almost 2 hours.
See,
Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm chilling.
when we're having fun, that's how it goes.
That's how it
Yeah,
rocks
man.
out,
Yeah,
man.
we're hanging. We're chilling.
All right.
I'm gonna have to hit you up on the side. I had some questions, but I'll hit you up on the side on those questions, James.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
I seen you did some 3D printing stuff, man, and I'm getting into that now.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 10 plus years now.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm
That
definitely
long?
gonna hit you up, dude.
Wow. So you know what you're doing.
I went to school for engineering, but then eventually I switched back over to what my true dream was is be an architect. So then I was like, I'm gonna go back to this. And then
man.
Like I said, man, I did cosplay for like almost the same amount of time, and then that's what got me into 3D printing.
Oh, you see, you do all the parts for the costumes and all that.
Yeah, because so the person I was dating prior before, like she was a seamstress, so she would make the costume part. I would make the props. So like I got one here I can show y'all.
Oh, this is cool.
Hell yeah.
I'm a comic book dude, so
this is like one of my biggest ones.
Oh heck yeah!
Yes, sir. I was gonna say, dude, you had the big swords, man. Yes, he does.
And like this one lights up too.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's sick.
You guess what this is from?
Let me see. I can't. Let me see. I can't.
That's not Gears, is it? No.
It is Gears. I'll give it a hit. It's a Nintendo game.
What's that from? Like Zelda? Or what is that?
Oh, is it
Yeah.
Oh, is it Zelda? Okay, I was gonna say Final Fantasy.
No, it's Breath of the Wild. It's the when you start finding all the ancient weapons, and this is one of them.
That is crazy. Look at the details on that thing. Wow.
Dude, this one's one of my favorite ones. I kept this one out of all the ones that because I also do like 3D prints mainly now for like EUC stuff now. Like people really like the pads that I make. So
I got it. That's what I'm trying to get into, doing my own pads and bumpers and all that type of shit.
Yeah, so I got a few printers that do really good TPU work. So my most recent one I just sold to somebody was a full glow in a dark set. So if you go on my Instagram, you can see it where I had like all my parts were like glow in the dark.
That is cool, man.
What's up,
and I'm recently going back to my original colors, which I love, is purple and pink. But I'm doing like a transparent kind of look to that.
Yeah, I saw your wheel all decked out with that, man. That was looking good too.
So it was like an Evangelion, and I kind of miss it because the glow in the dark was cool because I was like, oh, I found the material, I want to try it out, and I'm like, all right, this is cool, but I don't like solid colors. I'm sorry. Yeah, they feel great. I use the bumpers made by a guy for the L from a guy in Russia that makes them. I forgot his name, but then the pads I use these one called G pads, and because the way everyone's getting into like sync pads and everything, I'll try them out, and I have the files to print it to see how it works. But I'm not really a guy that pulls his ankles. I pull with my knees. So when I lean, I use my knees to lean forward. So, but some people say that it feels almost similar. You're just kind of using part of your ankles to do so. But so I might print a set and see how it turns out. But
see how it feels. Dale,
that's a great thing
to the stream. Yeah. We got Dale.
I'm gonna have to hit you up, James, for sure, dude.
Yeah, man. Let me know. I'll recommend you some good ones and some good beginner ones if you want to do TPU and whatnot. Just know that TPU is a really hard material to print with. But then, like anything, like UCs, you learn as you go.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate that, man. For sure.
What's Ricardo? Ricardo saying, outside of my AUC, I'm looking at an electric board.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, those glow in the dark, I just got one question. Mm-hmm. What was the material you used for those, man? To make them glow in the dark?
So it's still TPU. They mix in the materials that makes the filament with the pigments that make it glow in the dark. So you can buy glow in the dark like powder or whatever. Like that's how they make pigments of anything. Like a color. I was
like, because you just sold them, right? The green ones, you just sold them, right?
Yeah.
You got
So the only thing with TPU that most people like would know for the glow in the dark, whatever pigment they use to mix in with the plastic, it is really abrasive. So when you're 3D printing it, you're really chewing up the nozzle with the machine that comes out. So you have to know what you're doing in a sense to print that material. That's why I was really interested in doing it, because I found a company or a brand that when I was printing it, it wasn't chewing up my nozzle as fast as like all my other materials. So like that was the main interest of why I tried it, and now I have that put away. I might have one other guy that wants me to commission it out for him to do another one, but I'm really excited to do this.
They're for the Sherman now, right?
Yep. Yeah, so my Sherman L right now is naked, so it has nothing on it.
I know. I know. I've been watching your videos, dude. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
But
What
Yeah.
color are you
Stop.
gonna pick now, dude?
I'm going back to the green the green and purple.
Purple
So I
and
got
pink?
like yeah, purple and green. So right now I made this recently, so it's kind of like this
Oh,
green.
bigger.
Okay. I like that green,
I
man.
like
I'm
that.
Green Master
Yeah.
Mike, man. So
Yeah, so this is a pretty good green I like. So it's like a transparent kind of like almost like an X-ray kind of look. Because
Yeah, you
before
can see
the last
through it.
What, man.
yeah, because the last color I had was like almost like solid.
Damn.
Let's see here. E. Simon saying we buy mostly from Bagode. Half the guys in the group speak Chinese, so there are no communication problems. We have never had a will arrive DOA.
Nice.
Okay. Great
I
track
can't
record
speak
from
Chinese.
Bagode.
And I don't have no Chinese speaking friends, so I'm screwed. I'm gonna have
Neil
to use
find
that
some.
AI thing.
Oh, I think I know who he's talking about. Neil from Melbourne deals directly with Bagode and orders lots of wheels. I think I know who he's talking about. I think I've seen that dude. Could be wrong, but I think
That's
I know who he's talking about.
That's a main city in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Big city.
Dell is saying for the dealers to stock Pagodas, too much of a liability with the way Pagodas. The dealers.
Oh man.
Captain Cindy, yep. Neil sorts it all out for us. We have we have a few races on the way, and I'm getting one of them. Okay, nice. You're gonna get a race.
What's the
Have
race you going
raced at
to?
all, James, before?
I tried. I don't like being too close to people and crashing, so that's why I don't do it. I tried
Yeah.
racing because we have Intro to Speed for the Raleigh guys. That's what our friend Jackson runs. He runs the Intro to Speed here in North Carolina, and he's actually going to TEF1 to race there because he started racing last year and just he's been having fun with it for the most part. But then he's really got into the community itself, meeting everybody and just kind of getting to know everyone as well.
Yeah.
I think this might be his last year doing it. He said just because he's gonna get too busy to want to practice and set up and this and that. But if you have an Intro to Speed in your community, go join their race days. They're fun. I mean, just because you're not racing in the big races, just try it out.
I have to start my own shit out here.
You gotta start
Yeah.
it, man.
I
You gotta
was
start it,
talking to
man.
Mario about it. Mario Chacon,
Yeah.
and he was giving me some pointers. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna try to do something.
Yeah, man, just get a community, man. Just that's all. Like I said, just get enough people. Maybe it's not even like 5 people. As long as you got like a good group, then it's always fun.
Sometimes I do go to San Diego, right?
Mhm.
And San Diego's got a big community, dude.
Oh, I hear.
Yeah. Like the one Facebook group that they got for San Diego County, I think like
Mhm.
700 and something people right now.
Damn, that's just so many people to manage. I mean, good for them to have a big community, but it's like just sometimes leading of a group of like maybe
But you know
30
what
people
happens,
from us
James?
is just so much.
If they have this huge fucking group, right? But
Yeah.
then there's all these little teeny fucking groups because they got tired of the big fucking group. And
Mhm.
so they started all these so there's all kinds of little fucking groups where it's just like 20 guys, 10 guys, 15 guys, which is kind of they're better groups because then you like I'm a fast rider. So like
Yeah.
me, I'm gonna kill the fucking battery really quick.
Mhm.
So I just want to go out for a half hour, 45 minutes,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? But I'm gonna go hard that half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it always is, man. It's always a big group and then they diverge and make clicks. That's just how we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I'm into the high speed clicks.
Yeah.
Captain Send It, man. Thanks for coming. He said thank you for coming in. Thanks to the two legends bringing us live. Dave, thanks for joining us, bro.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate the invite. It's been a fun 2-hour talk. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, this is some good stuff.
told
We
you,
appreciate
man.
you for coming, man. Really, really.
Yeah,
do.
man. Yeah.
Hey, Sensei, question.
Yes.
How
Yes.
many times have we said, oh, we're only gonna fucking go like an hour? And we've said that. I don't know if it was Will Brady or maybe it was Seth. But we had somebody on here. We're like, in a fucking hour. It ended up being three and a half hours.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy
Dang.
how time just
Yeah.
cranks. I remember, dude,
Yeah.
I did a live stream with Ustride. We did 8. I think it was 8 hours, dude.
Oh,
Yeah?
shit.
Yeah, dude.
I bet you
yeah.
he's got a lot. I bet you it was also like during the time where that whole beef was going on. That shit was funny.
Dude, it was freaking crazy, man. That stream was long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
this
he still
thing,
making
like-
does he still
is.
make content?
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Started to again.
Yeah, he started.
Okay,
Just put
okay.
a video up today.
Okay,
He's
okay.
picking up today, but he's been cranking out some videos the last few weeks.
That's good. That's good. Good for him.
We got Anakin saying, "Bro, dropped 50 pounds in 6 weeks. Careful, man. You're gonna lose even more. Mike Border Patrol's gonna stop you."
Yeah, they're gonna stop me, bro, and be like, "Yeah, I had it in my stomach. Now it's not there." Haha. Well,
Oh man.
nah, it's been a gradual drop, but I will tell you, dude, I tried this shit. Look, guys, I hate fucking saying anything like this, but this shit fucking works, guys. You guys ever seen this?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this fucking it's oil of oregano with black seed oil and it's got some black walnut shit. But this micro ingredients is the brand you want, right? So I was like, what is this? Oh, it kills parasites. It does all this shit. And I started taking that shit and I seen some funky shit when I went to the bathroom. And then all of a sudden my weight went like boom, 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 boom. And in 2 months, I've lost almost 20 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Albert is asking if you have anything on Thinkiverse.
Thinkiverse.
James.
Yeah. I don't really put out many files. I usually just get files from other people. I have one thing that I added, which is a light adapter that goes through your Sherman L. Also, there are links as well to where it adds this horn / brake light / alarm all in one unit. And it's not on Thingiverse, it's on printables. And but they're all pretty much, if you were to search online for anything Sherman L wise, it should pop up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You just gotta look up Sherman L STL files, and then you'll find anything out there. Google is your best friend, well, to the most part.
Yeah, you can find anything with Google.
Yeah.
Captain, send it later, bro.
Laters. Thank you for coming, guys.
Yeah, racing is addicting, man. Like that last race I did with Brady and Cobra and all those guys, that was fun, man. That was some good stuff. The Wheel Life Rally, good stuff.
All right. Well, you got a lot more comments still?
No, this is it. We're just about done. We're almost here. 2 more, I think. It was a joke. Proud of you, Mike. I lost 15. Okay. The struggle's real.
Yeah, try this oil of oregano. You'll probably lose some more still, dude. I'm telling you, that shit works, man. And you know, it's for parasites. It helps your immune system, your digestive tract. It helps focus. And the reason I got to do this is because of fucking Joe Rogan. So I watched Joe Rogan, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I fucking tried this."
We're gonna get Rogan. We're gonna get him on here. Get him to start.
Yeah, Rogan's the one,
riding
dude.
EUC, dude.
You were gonna ride a wheel.
I'll get a hold of him.
I know, right?
I'll get a hold of him. Watch me.
All right, we made it to the end of the comments, gentlemen. We're gonna start bringing this to a close. James, we appreciate you, man, for coming on the show, taking time out of your busy schedule, and I appreciate everyone that came in, giving James this warm welcome, all the questions. I love each and every one of you, Mikey. Always a pleasure being here with you, brother. You know that.
Yeah, I love you, bro.
And James, anything else you would like to say, add before we roll on out?
Live your dreams and keep riding.
Bang.
There you go,
baby. Perfectly said. Mikey, anything?
Nah, just we appreciate you, James. I will be hitting
thank
you
you
up.
for having me. Yep.
And peace and happy riding always, guys.
That's it, man. Again, thank everyone for joining us. Remember, you get on your wheel, you ride it like you hate it. You be safe out there, but you ride it like you hate it. I'm Sensei. You're
Green Master Mike.
I'm James Hung.
That's it. Hello, good night. And remember to get out and ride and be safe out there. Be safe out there. Excuse me. I love y'all. Peace out.
Love you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night.
Hey, good night, brother.